Hello everyone, it's Nature Woman. I'm coming back. Here's the little tackle box that I cleaned up. I have turned this into my catfishing box. Right here is my Daiwa Samurai rod that I have right here, and that's that. And here's, let's see, oh, here we go, that, there you go. I got this at Dick's Sporting Goods. It was like 2 for $30, so it was $15 for this rod. And this has been a pretty good rod for catfishing. I'm not doing like big river catfishing. I'm just doing some small lakes and pond type catfish. So here's that little tackle box that I got at a yard sale for real cheap. I cleaned it up. I was gonna make it a panfish box. Instead, I have turned it into my catfish box. So here it is. I did not realize I have this much catfishing stuff, but I do. So let's kind of look at it. So today we are going to go, and I've been marinating some cheap hot dogs. Those, the cheapest ones I could find at Walmart. And I put some strawberry jello in there, just enough to cover it. And this is what they look like. So we're just going to do a little catfishing. We're going to try this out. Normally I do like a stink bait or like a tub of bait where you can stick these into, but I've never been really successful with that. So I'm going to try these hot dogs. A friend of mine told me I should do some chicken in the strawberry, so maybe that'll be next time. Today it's going to be hot dogs. Well, not right this second. So I got today off. I've been working a lot of overtime, been working on the weekends, so today is my day to rest. So here are some singers. So I've got an 1/8. I've got 1/2 inch. I got, what is this, 3/4? Yep, 3/4 of an ounce. 1 ounce. I believe I called it a 1/2 inch, a 1/2 ounce. The other one over here, this one is a 1/2 ounce. Okay, and so what I have in here are, there's a flat sinker. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but this is a 1/2 ounce, and then you just run your line through there. And then here's like a smaller, I ran out of this size in those. I don't know what they are. I'm thinking like, I don't know what size that is. So I'm keeping that to take to the tackle shop when I go next, because I like that size. But I have all these here, and then I have some beads, so when I want to do a Carolina rig for the catfish, I can do that. So, and these are about 97 cents at the local Walmart. So I am not a professional catfisher person. I do like to do it every once in a blue moon, and it's been a while since I went catfishing. So for me, it's like just to go and just, I like to see if I can get it. Sometimes I catch carp, so it's more like catfish and carp when I do this type of fishing. Because sometimes I'll do the oatmeal with corn and strawberry jello and that. So, and that's more for carp, but catfish eat it too. So here's some more of the like traditional ones that look like that. And they're just different sizes. These kind of sink down, and these right here kind of can go hit into the rocks and not get caught. Sometimes they do get caught, they get stuck in there. So just various sizes, and I also have some split shots in there as well. So yeah, you never know when you might need a split shot. So there's that. I also have pyramid sinkers. Now I don't have very heavy ones, because like my pole only goes up to, I believe, a solid ounce of lead to be thrown. So it's a smaller pole. Now, if you're going to be throwing like 3-4 ounces of these or even higher, you're going to need like a bigger pole. So that's why it's really important when you buy these poles that you look at the stats on the poles, like right here, because right there it says it goes up to 1 ounce, 1/4 to 1 ounce. So you don't want to go over that, because you may break your pole. So just, if you're looking, that's what you want to make sure you look at, because you can still catch big catfish on that pole. It's just, you got to see what you want to throw. So if you're wanting to throw larger weight, you're gonna have to get a bigger pole that can do that. So just if you're gonna get into catfishing, that's what you wanna do. I'm doing lakes and ponds, so mine's perfect for me. Here they are. I believe I already showed that one, so we'll put that over there. Here we have a couple barrel swivels, size 3. Size 3 on the snap swivels. And then we have a hook sharpener, because your hooks will get dull when you're catfishing. Some people just throw them out and just put a fresh one on. Some people sharpen them, so it just depends. Here's some of the stuff that I got from an auction, TGMY. I have no idea when that went out of business. That had to went out of business back in the 80s as far as I know. But these are made in America, so I have them in here. So I do put some of my auction stuff in here. And this is more for dip bait. You can dip it in there, or you can take the stink bait and shoot it in there. But what you do is you take this and just dip it in your dip bait. Then you throw it out in the water. There's that. There's just different kinds. I've got the teardrop ones of it. It's just whatever you want to do. Here are some Catfish Rigs that you can get. They have the weights and the beads already on it, and they're already strung up. So you can do that. And it's like a wire type, because sometimes you'll get, oh, what are the fish with teeth? I always forget it. Starts with, oh. But they always snap my line. I'm always losing fish to them, so I'll remember it. But anyway, so there's that. I put assorted bobbers, a nail clipper, some bells that you can clip on. Let's see. Got that. That's pretty much everything that's up there. Then down below, I have a variety of different kinds of hooks. So you're going to have to just experiment and see what kind of hooks you like. I went to Walmart and bought one of the, it's a little plastic thing, and it said Catfish Hooks. And that's what these are. I don't have any circle hooks in here, and I probably should be getting some, but right now I'm just going to use these up. And if I start liking catfishing, then I'll go get some circle hooks. Until then, I have these, so I'll just use these up. So, and I have yo-yos. So I used to go camping, and what we would do is we would attach these to the trees and then hook this to the fish line. And so when you catch a catfish, it would just wear itself out, and it would be wherever you put your pole or wherever this is, and it would stay in the water that way. So these are really good. These are called yo-yos, just in case you ever want one. Well, let's pull that out. I got one in the package down there. I used to have 4 of them, but I have no idea where the other one went. So this one right here, this is a bait alarm. You can hook this onto your pole right there. It opens up. So like that, clip it onto your pole. You run the line through there, and then it turns. And then when you activate it, you push this in. So it's pushed in, and it sends off like an alarm. So these are good. These are called YOLOs. So, and they're pretty cheap on eBay. So this is, got a headlight, because when you're catfishing, it's normally early in the morning, late at night. I normally go when it's a little bit more light. That's why you see the tab still in there, so the battery's still in there good. Sometimes when you're catfishing, you're going to need to get some bluegill, brim, or something if you want to use that as bait. So that's why I carry the 4-pound in here. And sometimes you might want to bring some catfish home. Stringer. This is assorted sizes for like the bluegill, so you can try to catch some bait fish. Yeah, I always keep that in there, because a lot of times you're going to run out of bait or something, or suddenly they're starting to hit and you run out of bait. So this is a scale I have. I know this is not like 100% accurate, but it works. And plus it also has a tape measure on there, so I can measure the fish as well. And then you hook this into the gill plate of the fish, but I think that's traumatizing to them, so I really don't weigh catfish. I just know I've never really caught a big giant one. And maybe when I do, I'm gonna wish I had my digital scale, but until then, I'm not gonna fret. I have a couple different types of rod holders. These are new. I just put these in there because our family's going to go tonight, and we all need something to rest our poles on. So I had to make sure I had 4 of those. I have these 2. These I just found at Walmart, but they only had 2, or I would have got 4 of these. So hopefully these are good ones, because this holds the rod straight up in the air. And the other ones, you can slant your rod on the ground and kind of put it in the Y. So it just depends on what type you like best for yourself. Okay, so here's the yo-yo. This is the package it came in. These are years old, so I don't know if the package has changed. It's basically just a fishing reel type thing. So that's what you can do. You can tie it to a tree and then fish for catfish. Or you can put it to your boat, and there's all ways, all different types of ways to fish. But this is basically what it is. Okay. And then to aid that, so like if I want to tie it up in a tree, I have bungees in here. That way I can just put it up quickly and take it down. This right here is a measuring tape. And I got this free at the fair this year, so I just went ahead and tossed it in here. So why not, right? Here's that stink bait I was telling you about that you can squirt into these plastics. And this really stinks. And when they say rotten shad, it's rotten. You do not want to get this on your hands because you're going to stink to high heaven. If you have a boyfriend that you do not like anymore and you want to get rid of them, put this around. Stink them out. But you never know. Some guys, they don't care. But anyway, I have these Cuda, I believe that's what they're called, Cuda. There we go. Cuda Scissors. And these cut braid. So when I'm doing a catfish, sometimes I use braid. I put my reel today is on monofilament. So, and then here's another jig for the catfish. So there's that. My cheap pair of pliers because I don't have an extra pair to put in there. Hemostats. No, not thermostat. Hemostats here. Just in case you get a bluegill that swallowed its hook or something, you can get down there and pull it out without killing them. I always wear gloves when I'm catfishing because I don't know if you've ever been stung by a catfish, but man, that hurts. Oh, does that hurt. And I always wear gloves. I don't care. And I don't care that I get made fun of because I got my polka dot gloves. I don't care. I got this knife for 25 cents. So I went ahead and put that in there when Walmart was having a sale, and it's always been in there. I've never really caught a catfish to eat yet, but I think I may. You know, if we get some tonight, I think I may. I have some extra bags that I store extra hooks in, or if I use a stink bait in one of these, I can put it in one of these, and that way less chance of stinking up my toolbox, or not toolbox, my tackle box. And this is just a cheapo knife. I believe I got this from the Dollar Tree. I had to open up a package when I was on the road once, and I did not have like a knife. Went and got this, and this was the dullest thing ever. I sharpened this. Now it's got an edge on it. I don't know if you could see. So, but now it's kind of sharp. It's not the best knife in the world, but I have no other use for it, so I'm putting it in here. Of course, I put the fishing guide of wherever you're fishing. You want to make sure you know the rules and regulations. You want to know what you can and can't keep, what you need to get rid of. Here again are those bungee cords. Of course, here's this. But yeah, this is my catfish. I mean, it's not the fanciest box in the world, and I know that other people probably have way more than I do, but I'm not a professional catfisher person, and I don't always go catfishing. So for me, this is good. I may put some circle hooks in here, but if you have any suggestions of what I can put in here without breaking the bank, because I don't want to spend a lot on catfishing. Because like I said, it's not my primary fun thing. I love to do sunfish, and I like bass, but sunfish is my thing, that and trout. But I'm going to try to see if I can get more into catfishing, because I have a family member now that is really into fishing, and we're doing catfish, and they're going to fish for carp. I'm going to do catfish, so we will see what we get tonight. I can't guarantee that we'll get anything, to be honest with you. I mean, we're not the best fisher people, but you know, we try. We keep it real. Everything's real over here. But yeah, you know, keeping all this in there. And this is a lot to keep in this little toolbox, or tackle box. So I don't know if I'm going to keep all this stuff in here, change it out. But right now, I just wanted to kind of keep some stuff in here just to make sure I had it. So when I was out and about, you know, I could basically do all the fishing that I need to do. But it shuts, it holds it. This little box is amazing because it holds these holders, which none of my bags do. And then I forget these or I lose these, but I like that I can put it in here. So yeah, so here is my tackle box. And this is the ultimate tackle box for me. What do you have in your catfish tackle box? Is there something that we need in here that I don't have? If there is, please let me know. I would appreciate it. Again, this is Nature Woman coming back. And yes, when I find something, I actually use it. I don't buy things to put around for decorations. I put things to work at my place. So here's the JC Higgins tackle box. And now it's my catfish box. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know. I hope I don't need any more catfishing stuff, because I really want everything to stay in here. I'm probably going to get rid of some of that stuff down there. Once I figure out what works and doesn't work, then I can, of course, purge. But yeah, so again, here's my rod and reel. And we got the specs on that. And tonight we're going to be using marinated hot dogs. I got the cheapest ones I can find and some strawberry jello. And I just dumped it in there. And they've been marinating for a couple days. So I hope that we are going to be okay with that. Thank you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And even if you're not into fishing, I have other fun videos on here. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell notification. I would appreciate it. And thank you to all my viewers. Bye-bye.